An attack on a federal military base in Tigray province by regional forces. Hassan Razak from Aljazeera Arabic got exclusive access to that base and sent us this report.
We are now inside the northern military base located in Tigray region in northern Ethiopia. It was the attack here which sparked current clashes between the federal government forces and the Tigray People's Liberation Front. This military base, the largest in Ethiopia, houses massive military gear, chiefly tanks, simply because it has been for 2 decades the epicenter of Ethiopia's war against Eritrea. According to the federal army, TPLF fighters launched an offensive in an attempt to seize the base, along with the weaponry and gear. They were met with fierce resistance, and as a result, this base has recently witnessed ferocious fighting.
داخل هذه القاعدة معارك ضارية وبموجب هذا التطور أعلن رئيس الوزراء الإثيوبي أبي أحمد.
In the wake of these developments, Ethiopia's PM Abiy Ahmed declared war against the TPLF on November 4th, saying that their assault on the base crossed the red line.
بأنها تجاوزت الخط الأحمر.
Tens of thousands of people have fled the violence in northern Ethiopia into Sudan. Most refugees are arriving with very few belongings. Humanitarian workers say that they're struggling to cope and the scale of the crisis is growing. Al Jazeera's Hiba Morgan has more now from the town of Hamdayet near the Ethiopian border.
After walking for 5 days, Girmay Matthew has finally reached Kasala in Sudan. He escaped fighting in his hometown of Homera in Ethiopia's Tigray region. He's exhausted and hungry.
When the fighting started and people were being killed, I left everything behind and fled. I walked for days and became weak, but I had to continue. Now I'm suffering from fatigue and I've been diagnosed with malaria.
Girmay is one of more than 20,000 people who fled to Sudan seeking safety. Some have chest infections, raising concerns that they may be infected with the coronavirus. The refugees include pregnant women like Amlasat Baharat.
When the bombardment started, I took my children and ran. Even though I'm pregnant, I carried one on my back and one on my arm, and I started running away without a sense of direction until I arrived at the river and crossed into Sudan. I have not had food for days, and my belly is hurting, even though I've got a month before giving birth.
The reception